Salutations, and welcome to the Pioneer MTG Health and Wellness Retreat. Using our patented taxing technology, we will prevent and counter the effects of non-creature spells, and allow you to relax and touch the spirit realm, where you will be transported outside of normal space and returned free from all interaction and atrocities. Salutations. Please remain calm. Please, calm. Please, think happy thoughts. Happy. Please, ignore the eldritch horrors. You are not here. Sleep.
Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and this is Mono White Eldrazi and Taxes. The Eldrazi was certainly a force to be reckoned with in Modern, especially when Eye of Ugin and Eldrazi Temple were both legal in the format. But in Pioneer, neither card is legal, so we're just running our Eldrazi cards as powerful but fair creatures and hoping our taxing pieces will slow our opponents down enough that our spaghetti monsters can come in and seal the win. Eldrazi Displacer lets us blink any of our other creatures to help us re-trigger our ETBs and protect things from removal. Thought-Knot Seer, when it enters the battlefield, we look at our opponent's hand and exile a non-land card from it. However, when it leaves the battlefield, our opponent gets to draw a card. So we're hoping, alongside Spirit of the Labyrinth preventing players from drawing more than one card per turn, we can eventually soft-lock our opponents, meaning unless they hit exactly instant speed removal or a way to interrupt our combo, they won't have non-land cards in their hand for the rest of the game. To help protect our Displacer, I'm running 3 copies of Charming Prince, a virtual Swiss Army knife creature that can exile another creature we control until the next end step. So if our opponent targets our Eldrazi Displacer with removal, we can use Displacer to blink our Charming Prince, the Prince will return, and we can exile our Displacer, protecting it from our opponent's removal. I do think that Charming Prince could easily be replaced by Ambitious Farmhand. This would help us guarantee our land drops, given the Eldrazi are not cheap, but I'm hoping Charming Prince's Scry 2, along with its other abilities, will be enough. And today I'm also testing my favourite card in all of Neon Dynasty, Touch the Spirit Realm. Touch the Spirit Realm is a 3-mana enchantment that, when it enters the battlefield, we get to exile a creature or an artifact until it leaves the battlefield. This can be anyone's creature or artifact, which is pretty neat. But for 2 mana we can channel it, which means we get to exile a creature or artifact until the next end step. So I'm hoping that this instant speed damn near uncounterable flicker effect makes up for the fact that Pioneer Taxes doesn't have access to Aether Vial. Plus, in the sideboard we're running 3 copies of Containment Priest, so alongside our Touch the Spirit Realm and Eldrazi Displacer, we can turn our blink and flicker effects into just straight up hard exile based removal. I'm hoping that this interaction between Touch the Spirit Realm and Containment Priest becomes Pioneer's version of Leonin Arbiter and Path. Both good abilities, but when used together it can be back-breaking. And this is today's list. I've opted to go mono white today because I wanted to test a few of the new Neon Dynasty cards, and I think things like Lion Sash certainly benefit from the lack of black lands cluttering us up. But we could have easily gone white-black and used cards like Eldrazi Displacer, which certainly would have comboed quite well with our exile-based removal. But today is just mono white. If you would like to see a black version of the deck, please let me know in the comments down below. And while you're doing that, please, if you are enjoying this video, leave it a like. That lets me know this is more of the content you'd like to see. And if you're new here, hello everyone, my name is Chip. I generally play a lot of modern MTG. I do play a couple of other games, but Modern and Pioneer are basically where it's at. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please be sure to subscribe. That way you can always come back and check for new videos. Also, before we get to the games, I just want to ask, how do you guys feel about the Pioneer content? Modern is definitely my wheelhouse, so that's not going away. But if you are genuinely enjoying the Pioneer content, I'll make an effort to keep it coming. And with that, let's get on with the games.
Round 1.
Alright, we have won the die roll, we're gonna go first. And it reveals a Loris of the Dream Den. I think we can keep this one. Let's lead Plains. Pass the turn there. Concealed Courtyard into a Selfless Savior. Oh, I hope this is not a mirror match. Pass to us. Wastes. Okay, so then let's run out the Void. Scry 1. Let's keep Skyclave on top. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Pass the turn there. Concealed Courtyard from our opponent. Goes to combat. No blocks from us. Alseid of Life's Bounty Oh, I feel like it might be the mirror match. Another Selfless Savior. Okay. Well, let's just play Plains. Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out the L-Seed. And I'm pretty happy just passing the turn there. No attacks. Caves of Korios. Light Pause. Okay, so it's an Auras deck. Interesting. Ethereal Armor. Okay, they get to search for another Aura. Kaya's Ghost Form. Okay. First striking Selfless Savior's going to hit. Go to our turn. Eldrazi Displacer. Now that's interesting. Let's play Wastes and Thought-Knot Seer. Let's see what's going on there. Take all that glitters. Opponent just has a land in hand. So we're close to locking them out. Let's pass the turn there. Caves of Kolios just gets Loris to hand. Okay, another L-Seed. All right. 4/4 first strike. I think I'll take it. Go to my turn. Plains Thought-Knot Seer. Let's get rid of Loris. Let's go to combat. I think we can get away with an attack here. Swing in for 4. They take it down to 16. Pass the turn there. Swings in for 4. Let's block with the Thought-Knot Seer. Yep, they give it indestructible even though it already had first strike. They don't get to draw a card. Would love to rip a land here. Another Selfless Savior. Okay. Lion Sash is interesting. So let's run out Eldrazi Displacer. We could probably blink the Skyclave now, couldn't we? Yeah, let's do that now. Let's exile our Skyclave Apparition with Touch of the Spirit Realm. Have it come back. In the end step, they get a 1/1. And I'm just going to take out the Ethereal Armor. They can sacrifice L-Seed. Yep. So now they have to sacrifice L-Seed to protect it, which means there's one less enchantment. They cast Ethereal Armor. Okay. Pause just got first strike. Griff Spoon as well. Oof, 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 oof. That's a lot of damage. Well, let's put Skyclave in front of the Selfless Savior. I think we need a land here. We hit it. Let's play land and pass. We'll let our opponent have their card this turn. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Going to combat, just attacking with the Light Pause. Activate Eldrazi Displacer on the Light Pause. All right, Kaya's Ghost Form returns it, but it's already been returned, so that's going to fizzle.
Locked down. Lockdown. You are being locked down.
So then let's also blink our Thought-Knot Seer, I think. Yeah, opponent scoops it up there. All right, got there. Okay. Against this list, Containment Priest, I guess we're going that route with it. So then we can get rid of the Charming Princes, and I think that's it, right? Yeah, run it back like that. His hand doesn't do a lot, does it? Not for a while, and they can be very, very aggressive. And they're going first. We do get a Scry, have all our lands. We can immediately put land to the bottom, start Field of Ruining. I'm gonna keep. This is a risky keep, though. We don't have a lot of interaction going on. Concealed Courtyard. They're just passing. Okay. They mulligan down to 6. Zhalfirin Void goes first. Containment Priest put on top. All right. Pass it there. Concealed Courtyard number 2. SRAM. Okay, go to our turn. I think we just go Plains and pass. Now, unfortunately, SRAM draws them lots of cards. Kaya's Ghost Form. Okay. Play a Concealed Courtyard. Cartouche. Okay. Now it's a first striking 3/3 SRAM, and they get a Warrior token. And Ethereal Armor. 6/6. Well, they're going to hit us. Down to 14. Something good off the top, please. Oof. Just oof is all I can really say. Field of Ruin, pass. Plains from our opponent. Thoughtseize. Yeah, we're just hoping to draw into answers here. They can take the Containment Priest. Yeah, then they play an L-Seed. Hateful Eidolon. Oof, they swing in for 9. Okay, well, that makes things difficult. Let's go to the end step. Field of Ruin. Target the Concealed Courtyard. Get ourselves a Plains. Go to our turn. Spirit of the Labyrinth. So they can't give protection from colorless. So we're chump blocking with a Thought-Knot Seer? Man, that feels bad. So it's Field of Ruin. Thought-Knot Seer. Take out the L-Seed. Pass it there.
They fly now!
Griff Spoon, and that's the game. Okay, rough. So Reality Smasher might be a bit too slow. So what if we swap that for Eidolon of Rhetoric? Slow the game down a little bit. I don't think Judge's Familiar is really doing anything. Let's go first. All opponents on the 61 card special. Were they always on that? I don't know. I'd say this is one of our better hands. I'm going to keep Plains, Thraben Inspector, get a clue token, pass the turn. Caves of Kolios, Thoughtseize. That can take the Thalia. So I guess this deck that they're playing is basically this format's Hammer Time. Really? They take Touch of the Spirit Realm. They respect it. I like it. Eiganjo, yeah, all right. Shefet Dunes, Thalia, go to combat, swing in for 1. Take it down to 16, pass turn there. Bright Climb Pathway, just looks like they're passing. Okay. Field of Ruin, go to combat, swing in for 3. And it's casting Fatal Push on my Thalia. Okay, take 1 down to 14. pass the turn there. Right climb pathway into an L-Seed, okay. Cartouche of Solidarity on the L-Seed, sure. Cartouche of Solidarity on the token, okay. Cool little engine they've got. Well, we're going to crack our clue. What do we draw? Yeah, Void's not bad. Another Skyclave. Zhalfirin Void. Let's have a look. Can we afford to keep that? With 3 pieces of removal, it's a non-land. I think we put on top. Then I think we lose a life here. Take out the L-Seed. Pass the turn there. Another L-Seed and an Ethereal Armor on the Warrior token. Okay, I'll take 5 here. Down to 14. Go to my turn. I think we run out of Eiganjo here. And then we Skyclave targeting the Ethereal Armor. They'll sacrifice L-Seed. Yep, let's just pass the turn there. Light Paws. Okay. Sentinel's Eyes. Gross. What does Light Paws get? Kaya's Ghost Form. Okay. 7/7 First Strike Vigilance. I guess we block with a Thraben Inspector. Now, opponent's empty-handed. So in the end step, I'm going to lose a life to put my Containment Priest into play. Go to my turn. A Thought-Knot Seer. I think we just run out Skyclave, take out the Ethereal Armor, pass the turn there. Griff's Boon on the Light Paws. Okay. Now they can search up another Ethereal Armor. Rough. And it swings with both their big dudes. Go to blocks. I will gladly throw every Skyclave Apparition under there. Okay, so we're down to 5. They take one of our Skyclave Apparitions. They get a 1/1. Their token. Now what are they doing? Are they escaping? Yep. Sentinel's Eyes on the Warrior token. This means they get to search for another one. Cartouche. Okay, so, I mean, the point still stands. We still definitely need removal for this pause. What do we draw? That's not removal. That'd be the game, I'm afraid. So close.
Round 2.
Alrighty, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. It hurts, but we can keep. Let's go Shefet Dunes, Judge's Familiar, pass the turn. Sulfur Falls tapped from our opponent. Okay, let's go to our turn. Plains is good. Let's run out Spirit of the Labyrinth, go to combat, swing in for 1. Take it down to 19, pass the 10. Lava Glide Pathway, they're passing to us. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 4, take it. Field of Ruin, let's run out Spirit of the Labyrinth number 2, and it's just going to investigate, okay.
Now there are 2 of them.
And Thraben Inspector, pass the turn there. Field of Ruin, they pass the turn there. Plains is cool. Let's play the Plains. Go to combat. Swing in with everything. Dealing 2 damage to my Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay, take it down to 10. We're just going to pass the turn there. They're cracking the clue to draw a card. Okay, looks like they're just passing. Let's crack our clue to draw. Cave of the Frost Dragon. It's going to enter tapped. Another Spirit of the Labyrinth's nice though, so let's go to combat. Flame Blessed Bolt on my Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay, hit them for 2. Down to 8. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Spirit of the Labyrinth.
He's back.
Pass the turn. I am presenting lethal, I believe. Yeah. Secrets of the Key from our opponent. Just passing. Field of Ruin. Let's animate the dragon, I think. Swing with everything. Prismari Command. Deals 2 damage to my Spirit of the Labyrinth and they create a treasure token. Sacrifice Judge's Familiar to counter. This keeps them alive, though. Pass the turn there. Can you deal with everything? No, you cannot, opponent. Okay. That was good. That was really good. All right. This is a match where Tithe Takers come in, I believe. Can probably just cut the Charming Princes for them. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Now, they didn't see any Eldrazi in that first game. This game presents 0 clock. This hand has no ability to hurt our opponent early. I'm going to mulligan. This is more like it. Let's keep. It's Displacer to the bottom. Island, and they pass. Let's go Cave of the Frost Dragon, Thraben Inspector, Secrets of the Key, pass to them. Lava Glide Pathway, they pass to us. Plains, Thalia, resolves, swing in for 2. They take it, pass the turn there. They cracked the clue, pass the turn there. They play a mountain, they pass. Reality Smasher. Let's play Plains. I think we run out the Tithe Taker now. Yep. Flame Blessed Bolt, exiles our Thalia. Let's go to combat, swing in for 1. Take it down to 18, pass the turn there. Shozaken into play. Fire Prophecy. Okay. Destroys our Tithe Taker. We get a token. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. And it takes it. Player wastes. Let's run out Spirit of the Labyrinth. Pass it there. Anger of the Gods.
We're doomed.
Of course. Stormcarved Coast. Let's crack the clue token. Judge's Familiar, not bad. Let's run out Judge's Familiar. Let's run out Skyclave Apparition, no valid targets. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Castle Ventress and passes. Shefet Dunes is cool. Let's play Shefet Dunes. Go to combat. Swing in for 3. Opponent takes it. We pass. Secrets of the Key, flashbacked. Getting more tokens. Tapping lots of mana. Indomitable Creativity. What do they get? Sage of the Falls. So when it or another non-human creature enters the battlefield, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay. And the Locust God. This is infinite. They get to infinitely draw and discard and make a bunch of guys. Okay. So it's a Containment Priest matchup then. Let's cut the Reality Smashes. Actually, the Skyclaves are bad, aren't they? They're not doing anything. And then we have 3 spare slots. We can bring back in the Charming Prince for scrying. Or we could Selfless Spirit. Bring in Selfless Spirit. Stop their board wipe. That's the plan. Let's go first. Yeah, I'm keeping this. Plains, Judge's Familiar, go. Mountain, Time Blessed Bolt. Well, I'm going to put this in my graveyard rather than letting you exile it. Go to my turn. Shefet Dunes, Spirit of the Labyrinth. Pass the turn there. Island from our opponent. Pass to us. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. They fry it. Okay. Let's scry with our Void. Land to the bottom. Run out Thraben Inspector. Get ourselves a clue. Let's run out Thraben Inspector. Losing a life, getting ourselves another clue. Pass the turn there. Storm Carved Coast. Pass to us. Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. Field of Ruin. Thought-Knot Seer. Let's have a look at that hand, opponent. Unexpected Windfall is an additional cost to cast this card. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, then create 2 treasure tokens. They can do that next turn. Or Secrets of the Key, which they can do now. So we're going to take the Unexpected Windfall, I think. Yeah. Secrets of the Key. Crack the clue immediately. Lava Glide Pathway. Pass to us. Thraben Inspector. Let's draw off a clue. Touch of the Spilt Realm. Okay. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 6. Take it down to 12. We'll run out Spirit of the Labyrinth this turn. Pass. They flash back Secrets of the Key. Okay. And it's tapping and untapping. Indomitable Creativity. Okay. Locust God and Sage of the Falls. They don't get any draw triggers. They pass to us. So let's just cast Touch of the Spirit Realm. Take out the Locust God. Go to combat. Can I swing with bow? Can I swing with these? They'll just block there, but I can get 2 in then. Okay, swing in for 6. All right, they block 4 of it. Hit them down to 10. Pass the turn there. And plays a land. Passes to us. We draw with the clue. We get a Field of Ruin. Okay, another copy of Shefet Dunes. So they block the Thought-Knot Seer. They lose the Sage of the Falls. We get in for 4, 8. They block the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Get in for 9. Let's sacrifice the Shefet Dunes. Can we afford to attack with the Spirit of the Labyrinth? We're still not killing them this turn if we don't, so why don't we just attack like that? Seems good enough to me. Secrets of the Key gets a clue token. Cracks the clue to draw. Gotta make a choice here, opponent. Do you take 5 to the head? They do. They're gonna take 7. Okay. Frying the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay. Play Shefet Dunes and pass. We are unprotected. Fire Prophecy. Okay. Maybe we should have played the other Thraben Inspector then. Mountain. 1 card in hand. Okay. Let's play the Void. Lion Sash. Put you on top. Sack the Shefet Dunes to pump our board. Swing it. And it trades off the Sage. Or do they? They're just scrying with the Vantress. Down to 1. Pass the turn there. Valakut Awakening. So they get 2 cards. Yeah. And opponent scoops it up there. All right. We misplayed. We didn't play the Thraben Inspector. We should have. But we were not punished and we still took out the game. Very nice.
Round 3.
All right. Won the die roll. Yeah, let's keep. Let's lead Plains into Thraben Inspector. Get ourselves a clue. Pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain from our opponent. Okay, they pass to us. Thalia. That's a good pickup. Let's run out Thalia. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Pass the turn there. They take it down to 19. Steam Vents tapped. Let's go to our turn. Let's play Plains. Go to combat. Swing in for 3. Take it down to 17. 16. Let's run out Spirit of the Labyrinth. Pass the turn there. Steam Vents tapped from our opponent. Okay, another Touch of the Spirit Realm. All right, let's go to combat. Swing in for 6. Take it down to 10. I'm going to play another copy of Shefet Dunes, and then I'm just going to pass because if they have an Anger of the Gods here, we don't have anything to rebuild with. Just an expressive iteration. Awesome. March of Otherworldly Light. Okay. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. They're passing it there. Let's crack our clue. Another Touch of the Spirit Realm. Sure. Plains. Let's run out Plains. So what is that? It's 6, 7, 8, 9. We can get them down to 1. So let's just go to combat this turn. We'll save it for next turn. So even if they can take out one of our things, we're still pretty golden. Take it down to 4. Pass the turn there. We're using Touch of the Spirit Realm to protect 2 of our things right now. Deserted Beach. Shatterskull Smashing. Deals X damage as you choose amongst 2 targets.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So let's protect Thalia. Let's protect Spirit of the Labyrinth. And opponent scoots it up there. Oh, Touch of the Spirit Realm is so good. All right, so against this deck, probably a control deck, we're going to run Tithe Taker and Selfless Spirits. I don't know what the win con is, so maybe Containment Priest is good, but I'm not sure. Pretty happy just taking out the Skyclave Apparitions. I mean, I could trim Charming Princes, couldn't I? The Scry might come in handy. Let's take out Charming Prince. We've got one. One is good.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, this one's a keep. Rawgrim Triumph from our opponent. Thought-Knot Seer 2. Plains. Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn. Fancy Plains, I think. Yeah, Plains. I mean, it's very fancy.
I don't like it.
Let's play Shefet Dunes. Swing in with Judge's Familiar. Take it. Let's run out Tithe Taker. A Braid on my Judge's Familiar. Sack to counter in case that matters. Pass turn there. Hallowed Fountain. Untapped. March of Otherworldly Light. Oh, okay. Exiles my Tithe Taker. Does not like that being in play. Good thing I just drew another one. Tithe Taker. Pass the turn there. I'm a very lucky Magic player. I need to be honest with everyone here. I'm more than averagely lucky. Hanata, Dawn Crowned. Okay, spells cost 1 less to cast for each target. Spells we cast cost 1 more to cast for each target. Okay, now we know what's going on. Let's just run out Thalia. Pass the turn there. No attacks. They swing in for 4. I guess we take it. Soaring City. I see. Pass to us. Thraben Inspector. I'd love some lands, deck. That is what I would like. Let's go to combat. Swing in. 4/4. Take it down to 13. Let's run out Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. Run out Judge's Familiar. Trying to pay costs. Faithful Mending. Okay. Just a bunch of lands to the bin. Okay. Pass it there. Stormcarved Coast. Swing in with their flying trampling dude. We're going to take it. Down to 11. Go to my turn. March of Swirling Mist for 5. Up to X target creatures phase out. While they're phased out, they're treated as they don't exist. Each one phases in before its controllers. They seem to care about that because it's going to come back, isn't it? And then we can exile it with Touch of the Spirit Realm, I guess. Seems all right, doesn't it? Okay. Thought-Knot Seer is not a land. So then I will just simply pass Memory Deluge. Okay. Desert Beach. The Celestis. If it's either day or night, it becomes day as Celestis enters the battlefield. Add 1 mana of any color. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as sorcery. Whenever day becomes night. Okay, so it's just a draw engine? Okay. Are you attacking opponent? They are not. Let's crack the clue. I would like a land. Selfless Spirit. I mean, it's okay. My creatures have phased back in. That is indeed a land. It does enter tap. Sure does. So we could Touch of the Spirit Realm their creature now. Swing in. Hit them down to 4. What is it? 4, 5, 6. Hit them down to 9. 9. Lion Sash. Threaten lethal next turn. Just run out Selfless Spirit. Seems the safest play, doesn't it? Pass it there. Island. Memory Deluge. Okay. No attacks and they pass. Awesome. Field of Ruins pretty good too. So let's cast Touch of the Spirit Realm. Let's take out their dude. Go to combat. Swing in with everything. Hit them down to 7. Pass the turn there. They're in the tank. They're holding a Settle the Wreckage and counting. I've got Thought-Knot Seers to cast to stop that shenanigans. Try on my Thalia. Okay. Now I could have sacrificed the Selfless Spirit there to protect her, but I think the way we win this is by not letting them destroy all of our creatures. Losing 1 every now and then is fine. We can pump the board now, can't we? So 3, 5, lethal. Even through a Settle the Wreckage. Let's sacrifice Shefet Dunes. Pump our board. Flashing back Faithful Mending. Okay. That gains them 2. Back up to 9. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 10. Got there. Yes. Oh, that felt really good. That felt really, really good. Oh, dear. Yeah, and we had Thought-Knots and stuff in case they were able to deal with it. So, yeah, I'm glad we took the line we did, but that felt really good.
Round 4.
All right, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. Love it, can't keep it. Mulligan. It's mostly the same. Let's keep. Just fixed our lands a little. I think we're getting rid of Touch of the Spirit Realm here. Let's go Plains, Thraben Inspector. Make a clue. Pass the turn there. Swamp, Thoughtseize. Damn. What do they take? Skyclave? Yeah, they take the Skyclave. Pass it there. Touch of the Spirit Realm, not bad. I think it's just Plains Spirit. Go to combat, swing in for 1. Here he comes. Take it down to 17. Pass the turn there. Fabled Passage. Fabled Push on my Spirit. Okay. Pass to us. Eiganjo. Let's go Field of Ruin, go to combat, swing in for 1, take it down to 16, pass the turn there. They crack the Fabled Passage in the end step, getting a mountain. Okay. Haunted Ridge, Graveyard Trespasser. Okay. It looks like it's an aggro deck. Sure. Exiles my Spirit of the Labyrinth, gains a life, we lose a life. Don't think red-black has a way to deal with enchantments, so I will probably take it. Has Ward though, discard a card. Ugh, yucky. Well, crack our clue to draw. Another Spirit of the Labyrinth's not bad. Thought-Knot Seer. Well, do we have to destroy it if we can outclass it? Eiganjo, Thought-Knot Seer. Let's take a look at what you got going on. They have another one. They have a Bloodthirsty Adversary and a Fatal Push. So we're just taking Fatal Push, right? Yeah. Pass the turn there. Blightstep Pathway. Graveyard Trespasser. Eats my Skyclave. Gains 2, we lose 2. No attacks, passing. Field of Ruin into a Spirit of the Labyrinth. So let's just pass the turn there. They draw for turn. Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. Potentially removal on a stick with blood tokens. No attacks. Second main. Let's exile our Thought-Knot Seer. Opponent doesn't get to draw. Go to the end step. Thought-Knot Seer returns. Let's take a looky-loo. What you got? Oh, they're cracking the blood token to draw, but they can't draw. So they just lost a card, and now they Fatal Push the Thought-Knot Seer. Okay. Interesting. They still don't get to draw off it. Maybe they should have waited. I still think that's a success. We took 3 cards out of their hand for one of ours. It's fine. Zhalfirin Void with Thraben Inspector on top of our library. This definitely gives them the board advantage, I suppose. Pass it there. Liliana of the Last Hope. Well, that's gross. And their things have transformed. Ticking up on my dude. No, I'm going to exile it. Swinging for 8. Exile 2 of my cards. So I think we're going to need to start ripping Reality Smashes here. Spirit of the Labyrinth comes back. Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. Yeah, I don't really see how we win this one. Let's attack Liliana. Pass it there. Tick up on my Spirit of the Labyrinth. Let's draw a card now. Thalia, not great. Exile a card from my graveyard. Down to 7. Take 3, down to 4. Even Reality Smash doesn't save us, so we can just scoop it up. Opponent is ultra aggressive. So I like Rest in Peace. I like Containment Priest. I like Selfless Spirit. Let's take out Charming Prince. What else can we take? Lion Sash gets worse with Rest in Peace. Apart from the blood tokens, I don't see them drawing many cards, so maybe we ditch Spirit of the Labyrinth, run it back like that. Let's go first. Let's keep this hand. They'll probably Thoughtseize us, but it's a good hand nonetheless. Plains and pass. High-Vi Tyrant. No Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, yeah. Shefet Dunes, Rest in Peace. Doing this first because then it means we can double spell Thalia Thraben Inspector next turn. Blood Crypt. Tapped. They're passing. Okay, I will not complain about that. Thought-Knot Seer, so plains. Let's start with Thalia. Okay, now we can play the Thraben Inspector. This just means if they have a Fatal Push, they couldn't hit the Thraben Inspector in response to the Thalia. Get ourselves a clue token, pass the turn there. Next turn, Thought-Knot Seer is coming down, and then if we draw a land, it's Reality Smasher. Haunted Ridge, they're passing. Backup Thalia is never a bad thing. Well, it can be, but right now it's not. Thought-Knot Seer. Yep, Fatal Push on the Thalia. Let's have a look at what's going on. They got Liliana, go blank, Kolaghan's Command, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. So Chandra deals with the Thought-Knot Seer. Go blank's going to deal with our Reality Smasher, but we don't actually have the land for that, and we've got the clue token, so if they do nothing with that, that's fine. Liliana deals with our Thraben Inspector, but then we still kill it with Thought-Knot Seer, so I think we have to take, yeah, we got to take the Chandra here. Swing in for 1. Pass the turn there. Swamp. Go blank, makes us exile our hand. Yep, Reality Smasher Thalia gone. That's all right. That means they didn't impact the board that turn. So we know about Kolaghan's Command and Liliana. Go to our turn. Thraben Inspector's not bad. Let's crack a clue to draw. Plains is good. Let's play Plains. Go to combat. Swing in for 5. Take it down to 14. Let's run out Thraben Inspector. Get a clue token. Pass the turn there. Sorin the Mirthless. Okay, makes a vampire with flying and lifelink. Passes to us, so we're going to crack our clue token to draw. Skyclave Apparition's a good hit. So is Eldrazi Displacer. Yes, it is. Let's go Skyclave, take out Sorin.
I'll take care of Sora.
Go to combat, attack with Thought-Knot Seer. No blocks. Take it down to 10. Pass the turn there. Hopefully if they Kolaghan's, they don't make us discard, but I think that's the best option for them. Thoughtseize. Okay. Takes our Displacer. Swings in for 2. Okay. Back up to 10. We're down to 18. Now the issue is they've got Kolaghan, so if we attack with the Thought-Knot Seer, they get to destroy our Skyclave and get a 4/4 back. Selfless Spirit definitely changes that maths. Let's run out Selfless Spirit. Yeah, they got to do it now. Go to combat. Swing in for 6. They just block a Thraben Inspector. Okay, they're down to 5. Pass the turn there. They swing in for 2, lifelinking. Sure. I suppose we could have blocked and then sacrificed the Selfless Spirit, because chances are they'll cast the Liliana here to deal with it. Yep, sure do. Let's sacrifice it. Go to our turn. Eiganjo. So we could pump this turn attack with just the Thought-Knot maybe? Don't hate it. Let's see what happens. Swing in for 5. Yep, illusion token down. Pass it there. Dreadbore on my Thought-Knot Seer. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. They get to draw a card. Fabled Passage. They crack it. Get a mountain. Swing in for 2. We're going to take it. They're back up to 9. Liliana on our Thraben Inspector. Graveyard Trespasser. Gross. Well, there's no cards to exile. Go to our turn. Another Thought-Knot Seer is not bad though, is it? Thought-Knot Seer. Just a land in hand. Okay, we can beat a land. Let's pass the turn there. Thoughtseize. Yeah, I've got an Eiganjo. You can't take it. You just lost 2 life. Down to 7. Yep. Liliana on my Thought-Knot Seer. Plays the land. Down to 5. Our High Tyrant can become a dude, can't it? Ooh. It's a 3/3 with Menace. Okay, sure. I'll just take it. Down to 9. They're back up to 7. Go to my turn. Something good off the top, please. It's not bad. So let's scry 1. There's Selfless Spirit on top. So if we pop the Shefet Dunes, 2, 3, 5, and attack, they can eat the Thraben Inspector. We can do nothing about it. So I think we're better off just passing here. Hopefully, eventually we get some Reality Smashes. Liliana, the last hope. Swing in for a bunch. We're going to put a blocker in front there. Down to 7. Go to our turn. Draw our Selfless Spirit. I'm not sure how we get out of this. I just don't see it. They can tick up the Liliana to deal with the Selfless Spirit. Then they've got a menacing attacker, which then means we take 6. No, we take 5. Ugh. And we probably should have Eiganjo'd the vampire token at that point, shouldn't we? It gets a lot more bearable if we do that. Well, let's go to combat. Attack Liliana. And animates the High Tyrant. Blocks. So we're going to use Eiganjo, blow up their land. Then they use Fatal Push, and I'd say that's pretty close to game. They get to draw another card. We get to run out a Selfless Spirit into certain doom. So if we draw Reality Smasher, we die because they... Do we? They attack. We take 6.
You're dead.
Yeah, we're just dead. Scoop it up. Yeah, maybe we should have taken out that vampire token. I don't know. Tough match.
Round 5.
Alrighty. Yeah, we can keep this one. Tap land from our opponent. Pass to us. Thraben Inspector's a good pickup. Cave of the Frost Dragon into a Thraben Inspector. Pass the turn there. Steam Vents untapped. We're passing the turn. So counterspell, presumably, or some sort of way to counter my stuff. Shefet Dunes, go to combat, attack you for 1. They take it. Spirit of the Labyrinth, Censor. Yep, cannot pay. I assume this is a similar list to the last one we versed with the Indomitable Creativities. We go to their turn. Stormcarved Coast. Narset, Parter of Veils. Looks at their top card. Top 4 cards. Expressive Iteration, yeah, probably the same one. Let's go to our turn. Field of Ruin. Let's run out an Eldrazi Displacer here. Go to combat. Let's attack Narset for 1. So if they tick down again, they lose it. Yep, they tick it down, losing it. Flame Blessed Bolt. Expressive Iteration. Opt goes to the Exile Zone. Riverglide Pathway. They cast Opt. Pass to us. Field of Ruin. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 4. Take it down to 13. Run out a Lion Sash. Pass the turn there. Opponent's cycling a Censor. Sure. Anger of the Gods. Touch of the Spirit Realm on our Eldrazi Displacer. Take out our 2 1/1s. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Touch of the Spirit Realm brings back our Eldrazi Displacer. Go to our turn. Eiganjo, Seat of the Empire. Now, what's the bet? This is a Censor to stop a Reality Smasher. They already cycled one. Let's play Eiganjo. Reality Smasher. Oh, wow, that resolved. Did not expect that. Might not survive, but it resolved. Let's hit our opponent for 8. Digging Through Time. Okay. If they take this hit, they need to be able to answer both creatures. And then if we draw a land, we've still got lethal with the cave.
Smash 'em!
They take it down to 3. Pass it there. Land off the top, please. Unexpected Windfall. Okay, so this is the Indomitable Creativity deck. An opponent scoops it up there. All right, well, thanks for casting that, because that gave me the information I needed. So Indomitable Creativity does not like Containment Priest, does not like Tithe Taker, and I don't think it likes Selfless Spirit. Not sure about Rest in Peace. We've got the Lion Sashes to deal with that stuff, so we'll ditch the Charming Princes. And the Skyclave Apparition's pretty laughable. I'll cut 2 Thraben Inspectors, run it back like that. Okay, we beat this list once, we can beat it again. This is the hand that does it. Keep Steam Vents tapped. Spirit of Labyrinth's real good. Plains, pass. Rorgrim Triumph, they pass. Field of Ruin, Thalia, resolves, pass the turn there. Hallowed Fountain, tapped. Okay, Field of Ruin, go to combat, swing in for 2, they take it, pass it there. I think in the end step, I'm going to use Field of Ruin. Fading Hope. Let's go for Touch of the Spirit Realm then. Won't exist during their turn, means they can't board wipe it, but it also means it'll be there for our turn. Lava Glide Pathway. Hinata, the Dawn Crowned. Okay, back comes our Thalia. Thraben Inspector's cool. Field of Ruin, think I'm just casting Touch of the Spirit Realm. Take out the Hinata. Go to combat, swing in for 2, take it down to 16, pass the turn there. Cycling a Sensor. River Glide Pathway, and they're passing there. Okay, Eldrazi Displacer's cool. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2, take it down to 14, pass the turn there. We're just planning on Field of Ruining in the end step. Hallowed Fountain, tapped. End step, Field of Ruin. Sure, Rorgrim Triumph. Doing it in the end step because it means I don't think they can use the mana, and maybe they can dig through time. They didn't even tap it. Plains, go to my turn. Reality Smasher, nice. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2, take it down to 12. Let's run out the Thraben Inspector here. Get a clue token, pass the turn. Anger of the Gods. Touch of the Spirit Realm on Thalia. I really love Touch of the Spirit Realm in Pioneer. This is so good. All right, Lava Glide Pathway from our opponent. Touch of the Spirit Realm. Returns our Thalia. Go to our turn. They'll never expect the 4th one. Let's go to combat, swing in for 2, take it down to 10, pass the turn there. Opponent does nothing and is passing. I'm going to crack the clue to draw. Another Reality Smasher. Go to my turn. Tithe Taker. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2, take it down to 8. Let's try for a Tithe Taker. Ooh, Torrential Gearhulk. Can cast an instant without paying its mana cost. Sensor maybe? Okay. Fading Hope. Okay. Returning my Thalia. What if I say no? Touch of the Spirit Realm. Okay. They now have the bigger creature on board. They've got a lot of mana, but you know, they're on 8 life. We've got 2 tax pieces. Eldrazi Displacer in hand. Spirit of Labyrinth 2. Expressive Iteration for 3 mana. Narset, Parter of Veils, enters the exile zone. So they have to spend all their mana to cast that this turn. They play a land and Narset, Parter of Veils. Okay. Tick down. Reveals another Narset. Okay. No attacks and they pass. Eldrazi Displacer, huh? So we've lost our protection and they're probably digging for board wipes. Let's run out Spirit of the Labyrinth. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Opponent goes to their turn. They were trying to pay costs there, so I don't know what they drew. Narset ticking down. Reveals the Anger of the Gods. Rough. Yep, Anger's my board. Needle Verge Pathway. Swings in for 5. I'm going to take it. Down to 15. Another Narset. Okay. Narset reveals. Dig through time. Okay. End step. Containment Priest comes down. That gets censored. Okay. Land off the top, please. Nope. Just another Displacer. Well, we'll run it out. Pass the turn there. Narset ticking down. Anger of the Gods number 2. Narset number 3. Man, I mean, we had Touch of the Spirit Realm, so it's only fair. They get a lot of their stuff. Unexpected Windfall. Okay. Anger of the Gods. They're swinging for 5. We're going to take it. Down to 10. Steam Vents. Tapped. Okay, so we know they have a Dig Through Time and an Unexpected Windfall. Wastes. Let's smash reality. Go to combat. Swing at them for 5. Dig Through Time. Certainly quick. Fading Hope. Oh, returning the Reality Smash to my hand. I had to discard their Unexpected Windfall. Reality Smash returns to the hand. Oof, getting close. Close to dead. Narset. Reveals a Magma Opus. That's a problem. Yep, that is what we call a problem. Down to 5, so Magma Opus deals 4 damage divided you choose amongst any number of targets. Tap 2 permanents and make a 4/4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, they can play it. What do we get? Thought-Knot Seer. Worth a shot, I suppose. Cast Thought-Knot Seer. Thought-Knot Seer resolves. We look at their hand. They're going to cast Magma Opus in response. Sure looks like it. What? What? Deal 4 damage divided as you choose amongst any number of targets. Tap 2 target. Create. Where does it deal 49 damage to mains? What? What? All right, let's give it up. Eidolon of Rhetoric stops them casting multiple spells per turn, makes Expressive Iteration worse, makes Narset worse. I can see it. Cut all the Thraben Inspectors. Let's cut an Eldrazi Displacer. Run it back like that. Let's go first. Let's keep this hand. Plains, pass. Steam Vents, tapped, and they pass to us. Plains, Thalia, pass the turn there. Needle Verge Pathway, they pass. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 2. They take it. Eiganjo, Spirit of the Labyrinth. They create a treasure token with Magma Opus. Pass it there. Hengegate Pathway, Anger of the Gods. Okay, if we can draw a land, we got 2 follow-up creatures. Go to our turn. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Pass the turn there. Riverglide Pathway. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. They take it down to 15. Cast Tithe Taker. Tapping lots of lands. Unexpected Windfall for 2 treasure tokens. Oh, that's a problem. Hopefully not a problem this turn. Storm Carved Coast. Pass to us. Shefet Dunes. Let's just swing in with Spirit of the Labyrinth. Take 3 down to 12. Cast another Spirit of the Labyrinth and hope. Tap mana. Just dig through time. Okay. They had to exile their Magma Opus to do that. Okay. All right. They picked their 2. Pass the turn there. Hinata, Dawn Crowned. Okay. Steam Vents untapped. Go to the end step. Go to our turn. It's our upkeep. Magma Opus. 64 damage to a plains. That must be a record. Let's tap my 2 lands. Cast Containment Priest. Tithe Taker Afterlife comes back. Thought-Knot Seer. I guess we just pass the turn with that. Riverglide Pathway. They swing in for 8. No blocks from us. Go to our turn. Another Magma Opus. Well, we can't do anything with the mana this turn. Sure, you wipe our board, you get another 4/4. We're down to 10. Eidolon of Rhetoric, and that's the game. Just never drew that next land, did we? Damn, close. Ah well. Alrighty. 2-3 with mono white Eldrazi taxes. I enjoy the list. Now, I challenged myself to go mono white. I know if we went black, we would get Wasteland Strangler, which would be pretty good. So let's start with some positives. The positives are Touch of the Spirit Realm felt really, really good. And it did feel like it made up for not having Aether Vial lines with Flicker Wisp and Charming Prince to protect our stuff, because it can do it for us. We never got to Skyclave something and then Touch of the Spirit Realms do that. Not in this league, but it is nice that it's there. It does cost 5 mana though. And maybe this list is a bit more mana hungry than a normal taxes list. We've got Eldrazi Displacer and stuff. I could definitely see justifying going up to 20, 24, maybe even 25 lands. Perhaps it was a couple more Zhalfirin Voids because they scry and they come in untapped, which is nice. Also, having a lot of lands that come in untapped is pretty nice. Our taxing pieces felt great. We were definitely able to get our opponents stuck, and then we were able to start attacking, and that felt really good. Unfortunately, the issue taxes still has is they can just start killing your creatures, and maybe we need to find a way to protect our creatures. Touch of the Spirit Realm is a really good first step to that problem being solved. I mean, just games where we can just keep flickering our stuff until end step, or even flicker out the opponent's thing and then use it as an O-ring against creatures and artifacts. It feels really, really good and really powerful, especially in Pioneer. I think we might need something like Dryad Militant in the deck, something that can punish more spell-based decks, and then we're going to need something to deal with creatures. The reality is we're quite good against spell-based decks. We lost to that last Magma Opus deck. We just never drew the 5th land. We had the 2 Reality Smashers in hand, and maybe this is a list where, sure, we're Eldrazi and taxes, but we don't need to run Reality Smasher. It's a good card, but I mean, for 5 mana, you'd want it to be a good card. So I don't think it's really worth it in this list. So yeah, that could easily become Dryad Militant, 2 more copies of Judge's Familiar. Another positive, Spirit of the Labyrinth can hurt our opponents a lot. It just seems to shut down a lot of decks. It's very nice to be in a format where Thraben Inspector feels good again, and not just because Esper Sentinel's not legal in the format, but just the clue token feels really good. Being able to get a card in a can that we can get at some other point feels really, really good. I still have a lot to learn in regards to Pioneer and what tax pieces are effective and how to deal with creatures in the format. Some people have suggested I go white-black, and I think we could pretty much keep a lot of this list if we did. We'd get Wasteland Strangler as well, and then we'd get access to some more definitive pieces of removal rather than Skyclave Apparition and Touch of the Spirit Realm. And so maybe I'll try that next time, but I am having a lot of fun playing Pioneer. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and until next time, have fun.